What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Let's brighten the future up here. Uh, hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is another podcast, Beyond Click and Cliff. This is something past my Lego adventure. Everybody that's been on the channel knows that this is a Lego content, but this is Beyond Click and Cliff. This gives you a chance to listen to me, what's going on in my life, my experiences, and all that other good jazz. And it gives you something to listen to while you mow the grass, clean the house, do whatever you're doing, and have me on the background. Maybe I can make you smile, make you laugh, and make you just get to know me more. And this is all what this podcast is about. And it's not a very long podcast. I've seen people go on for an hour doing it. I'm not going to take that time. That's a long time to try to talk about myself. But this is just a little 10, 15 minute podcast where I just kind of tell you what the story of my life, try to make you laugh and all that good stuff. And we can get serious too at some points. We may get into a deep subject of mine, but hey, I'm transparent. I don't hide nothing from nobody. They ask, I will tell, and I'm transparent that way. Got nothing to hide. I'm pretty brutally honest, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're going to figure that out right now. But yeah, what everybody that knows me, my closer friends, I guess my inner circle, whatever you call it, my clique. Clicks. Those are about the worst things ever. I know it's nature. I know you go to a convention, Brick World Chicago was this weekend, and you can tell there's cliques and stuff. I wasn't there, but you can see it on video. They hung out with their own little friends. Each had groups, and us people got to go home. We had to go find them groups so we could see everything in Chicago. But anyway, everybody in my clique knows that I'm a few weeks ahead of my videoing. By the time this comes out, it'll be in July, and we're only in June. Brick World Chicago was this weekend, like I just mentioned. Because, everybody knows that my wife is going to have surgery and it's going to require me to be away. And I thought I'd try to get ahead a little bit, just in case when she has that surgery, that I'll still be around. And I can give you updates and all that stuff as we go. But at least have my videos out where people can still watch me and see what I've been doing and all that, and just not and plus I don't know when the surgery is, so that we kind of gained a hit a little bit. But anyway, my wife's about to have surgery, so I figured I'll try to get some ahead, and I've accomplished that. I think if I just keep this steady pace, I should be fine. But today, we kind. I don't know what kind of subject we're going to talk about. Like I said, this comes out in June, be on June 5th, and we just had July 4th. And I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Who celebrates it? You may not celebrate, you may be pissed off at the world, whatever, don't care. I enjoy it. I love my country, no matter what's going through, and I'll support everybody. I try to do that. I try to be open enough to accept everything as I can accept things. My close friends knows me, knows what I think and all that stuff, and nothing wrong with that. You believe and act the way you want, that's fine. That's totally whatever. I support it. No, as long as there ain't no violence. The violence in this is just crazy to me, but we're not going to talk about that on this channel. Try to keep this updated and upbeat, and I want everybody to get along. That's on my channel. That's the only thing I asked for. But anyway, I hope you all had a good weekend, as much as you can enjoy it. Just be thankful that you're able to do it. In other countries, you wouldn't be able to do that. So be happy. Anyway, on to today's subject. Well, things, everybody knows that I try to be a good guy. try to put others first, and that usually happens. Everybody knows me. I'm open tender. I'm just a big old teddy bear. Um, People make fun of me on my stream saying that I'll break kneecaps. I ain't gonna break kneecaps. I'm more of a teddy. My bark is bigger than my bite. I'm more likely to hug you than punch you. So, but I don't even know where I was going with that. Ain't that crazy how you can talk about? Oh yeah, and I don't know where I was going with that. I just lost my. No, I should write these things down. Um, Somebody help me, please. All right. Well, before we get stumped too long, there ain't no quiet dead spot here. I don't do no editing, so they'll probably be thinking, "What is this guy talking about? He's just talking out of his butt." Who knows? I might be not. I always try to be honest and truthful. But anyway, I think back at the ranch, you know, I'm more tender-hearted than anything, and I always try to put other people first. Is there a time I should put myself first? Somebody answer that in the comments for me. Is there a time where I should put myself in front of others? I'm always the one, always tender-hearted, listen to everybody what they have to say, and I feel for them. I feel bad for them. When I'm a fixer, I try to work out. I'm a problem. I consider myself a problem solver because that's all I've done all my life is solve problems, either at my job, family life, friends. You know, they come up to me with some issues. I'll try to fix it. I'm a fixer. I'm not like one of those friends that like half cares. Like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Then go on doing what you're doing. I always try to listen to the other person. And I know it. So my question is: there time to put yourself first? I know there probably should be, but that's really hard for me to do. I want to help people. I want to be nice. I want to make friends. I will listen to anybody's problems and try and console them. Um, so that's the kind of person I've always been growing up. I think that's what took me into the fire service because I want to help people. Um, I could have done a million things to help people. I could just be a helper, but I wanted a career, and I did that in the fire service. I really did a lot for me. That made me feel proud, and I was able to help somebody in their time of need. I was always afraid. I was afraid of cop. I'm not a cop. I'm not afraid of cop. I'm afraid of guns. But I do own guns. But I don't think I could have been a good cop because anybody knows me, I'd probably be the worst cop ever. Because I would pull somebody over and they'd just give me a story and I'd feel bad for them to let them go. And I could see a couple cases being okay. With my luck, I probably let a real bad person go that shouldn't be gone, that shouldn't have been let go, and I'd be the one doing it. And then some other stuff could happen down the road. I would be a horrible police officer. So I had to make a choice between the fire service or ambulance. Well, I used to love the show Emergency. I checked out the ambulance. They let me do a third ride along on the ambulance. I got on there and it was okay. You get to the medical. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a needed service. Don't get me wrong. But for me, it was like, I don't know if I'd enjoy that. Yes, I want to help people, but I want to try to find something different. And then I got on the fire service, and then I was able to do both because we had first responder program in my fire department, so ambulance was involved in it. So I was able to do both, and it really it made me feel good because I was able to help people. There were sometimes I couldn't help people, and that day sucked. I seen a lot of things probably a lot of people shouldn't have to see, um, and so I had a lot of good days, but I also had a lot of bad days. You know, everybody goes, "Man, you're pretty weird." Um, Wishing bad luck on people, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" Well, you guys firefighters set a house waiting on structure fire, and that's just people houses burned down. You all get adrenaline rush and enjoy it. Look, on the outside looking in, I can understand that's what it looks like, but as a firefighter, that's not what the case is. Yes, our adrenaline rushes when there's a structure fire because our life's in danger then. Two, we get there, we want to help them out. We want to put that fire out. We want to save a lot of their stuff if possible. There's situations where there's nothing you can do, and we're going to have to be okay with that. But the thing I always try to stress, my fire department, I know a lot of city fire departments don't have this, but I lived in a rural area. We had, you know, we protected the city, but we also protected a bunch of forest area and land. So we would get grass fires, what we call grass fires, but wildland fires. Those are dangerous in itself. But we were able to go put 99% of the grass fires out, and the grass came in greener and more beautiful. The underbrush in the forest, we cleared all that off for the animals. It was made it better. And I always wish for grass fires because grass will grow back. Structures, structure fires, houses won't grow back unless life, wreck, injuries. We don't wish bad luck on people. We just want to help people, and that's what we get excited for because we get our chance to help somebody. And when somebody comes to me, wishing bad luck on people, nah, not really. I'm wishing for a grass fire. That ain't gonna hurt nobody. Okay, not hurt nobody because there's a lot of firefighters who lost their lives in California and stuff like that dealing with wildland fires. But what I'm saying is other than that, that's what I wish for. I wish for grass fires because we can put grass fire out, the grass and stuff will grow back a lot prettier. And you just lost energy. You're tired at the end, and you lost gas in your vehicles getting out there. Nobody lost their life or their belongings, other than if they had wheat or vegetation out there. I get, they may lose some money, but they still got their life and they still got a roof over their head. So they got insurance. It helped. And I'm just saying, it's not that we sit there and say, please let there be a fire today. No, we don't sit there and do that. We're just there ready in case something would happen that we can go out there and help. And it usually aggravate me when people say that. You wish bad luck. No, I'm never gonna wish bad luck on nobody. I'm here to help, and we get that call. That's what we get to do. That's what we get excited for. Maybe that we could save their family albums, or we can go save a family heirloom, save a life. Number one, make sure everybody's safe. That's what we're really wanting to do. We don't want no bad luck on people. We're not wanting their house to catch on fire. We would be happy if we were sitting at the station all day and done absolutely nothing. The day would go by long and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, nobody lost anything, and we're not wishing bad luck on nobody. So that's a good thing. So, guys, I know this is kind of rambling, but it's just my thoughts on some things. I watched a show yesterday called Only the Brave or something like that, or The Brave. It was about a wildland firefighting crew, and they lost 19 of their hot shots. Hot shots are the guys that goes in on them big old wildland fires usually out west. And Canada probably has them too, but we hear a lot. And we just had one a year or so ago in the LA area. They got hot shots that go out there and make a fire line and stuff like that. So that's I mean, I did that one time, and that's a hard work, very hard work, and my hats off to them. But I was watching a movie, and it was based on a true story. It was 19 lost their life, and it's pretty sad. It made me think about some things, that stuff does kind of happen. That's why I said it's not like we sit there and wait on a fire. The guys who do it knows what goes on, what we think. They were willing to do that, and that takes a lot of courage. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave this one to you today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, um, walk that line like the firefighters do. That's what we always got. Walking the line, walking that line. But hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, please hit the like button down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you ain't subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. Be good to one another. Be somebody's light in somebody's darkest cloud. Maybe a hello or a hey from you will brighten up their days and make their day a whole lot better. Who knows? That's what I'm hoping. Open the door for somebody. Be good to unto others. And do unto others that you want done to yourself. Respect one another. But anyway, guys, have a good one. Until the next time. Bye-bye.